Hi, today we're talking to Jonathan Easton. Jonathan is a US attorney and is a specialist in civil rights, discrimination and employment law. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, how are you?
Baruch Hashem, I'm well, thank you. Okay, I was wondering if I've been working somewhere and suddenly I'm told, goodbye, you need to go, and I think it's because they're discriminating against me for some reason. What are my rights? What can I do? What should I do straight away?
The first thing you need to do is to contact an attorney who is very familiar with the laws. And what this attorney would ask you, why do you think you've been discriminated against? Because just because you've been treated unfairly at work, whether it's treated unfairly while working there, or they terminated your employment for some reason, and you believe it's unfair. Just because it's unfair doesn't mean it's illegal. It's only illegal if you are a member of one of the protected classes, such as race, so that you think you've been terminated because of your race, your national origin, your religion, your gender, your age, or let's say you have a disability, God forbid, then if you fall into one of those protected classes, then the fact that you've been treated differently or unfairly then can fall into the class of being illegal and might warrant a discrimination suit against that employer.
Can you give some examples of things that could be considered discrimination?
I'll tell you something that I just happened to see yesterday, that there was a woman. She began working for AT&T in 1999 and she was a Christian woman. In 2005 she decided to convert to Islam, and she became and with that she took on the particular dress that Muslim women wear, a scarf on her covering her hair completely, and so on. So after that, coworkers started making comments to her, such as, "Oh, you're going to blow up the building," "You're a towel head," and all these other discriminatory remarks to her, and derogatory remarks about her being a Muslim woman. The discrimination got so bad that at one point even her supervisor, in the middle of a meeting, ripped off her headscarf, exposing her hair. Now, according to Islam, the hair of a woman is considered nudity, and so acts like that is called a hostile work environment that is in violation of the law, because she was being treated hostilely and differently and to such a negative degree because of her religion that fell into a worthy of a lawsuit based on employment discrimination because of religion.
Would you say that discrimination in the workplace has reduced or changed in the last 5-10 years?
It's clearly it's reduced significantly because of the activities and the awareness generally in the public because of the work of laws becoming stricter, both state law and federal law. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has signs that must be posted in workplaces, and this is true in Israel. It's true in America. It's true in most civilized countries, that these types of laws, and there's just been a general awareness. So certainly discrimination has decreased, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, as the example I just gave you, this was only in this woman actually filed suit in 2008 with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. And the matter was just resolved this past week. She was awarded $5 million because of in punitive damages because of what happened to her at work.
Would you say that discrimination in the workplace now is more covert than?
Certainly. I mean, as the employees have gotten smarter because of the laws, and the general public has gotten smarter because of the awareness of the laws and the stricter enforcement of the laws, so too the employers and those who are discriminating have gotten smarter as well. So they won't be so open and let's say, for example, in an age discrimination case, they wouldn't fire a 60-year-old man and the next day just interview one person, a 25-year-old, and bring him in to replace him. People are not going to be so foolish generally. They're much smarter than that. They'll handle things differently. They'll come up with other reasons for firing the 65-year-old man, and they'll interview several people, and they'll clearly, and this younger person, this 25-year-old, will be the most qualified person for the job. So they'll be smarter about it.
And finally, is it sometimes better to just walk away when you have these problems and find another job rather than becoming, for instance, blacklisted?
It's a fair question. I mean, if someone works in a very narrow industry, let's say an industry where there's not a lot of employers, and it's a very highly specialized expertise, certainly if you become known as a troublemaker, and you become known as someone who complains, and then yeah, it might be better just to walk away. It also depends. Do you have the stomach to withstand the harassment that you might receive at work? And because it's very common that a person files a complaint with the necessary government agencies while still employed, and with that will come a retaliation from the employer.
Okay. Jonathan Easton, U.S. Attorney, thank you very much.